Hello and welcome to Muddypawscrime Facebook Live. This evening we are with Gaynor, who is the owner of the missing dog Gracie. Hello Gaynor, thank you for joining us.
Hello Lisa, thank you for having me.
That's okay. So this is an appeal for Gracie. For those that don't know about Gracie, we're going to go through a series of questions. Some of you may know the answers to if you're following the group. But obviously, we want to spread awareness. We want more members on the group, more shares. We need to find darling Gracie and get her home. So Gaynor, can you explain Gracie's breed, how old she is, where she went missing from and when, and the circumstances, to the best of your knowledge, of when she first went missing?
So Gracie is 5 years old. We had her for just under 3 years. She's a mongrel. She's a mixed breed, but we rescued her from Bosnia. Predominantly, she's kind of Dachshund because she's got the 10 to 2 legs and she's longer than but there's a lot of terrier in her as well. At the beginning of September, we dropped her off at a really old good friend of mine who has sat Gracie before. And we dropped her off on the 7th of September and we flew out to Turkey. And then on the 8th of September, their front door was open for guests and Gracie ran out of the house. They told us on the 9th of September, and we got the earliest plane home and came back the next day. We naively thought that we would call for her and we would find her. But over the next month, we did very intensive searching. Mickey, my partner, moved up there. He was actually cat sitting their cats, so could live in their house, and we searched everywhere. We have had a few sightings, but we've never managed to catch her on camera. And that's kind of where we are now, really.
Yeah, and you've had a very good ground team helping, haven't you? And the wonderful John Watton.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we wouldn't, definitely at the beginning, you are just completely lost and in a state of panic. And yeah, John Watton from Drones SAR, Dog Lost, Missing Pets GP, and obviously yourself. But we wouldn't have been able to get this far without you at all.
Yeah, it's so difficult, bless you. And with Gracie, she is spayed, of course, which is a good thing. Microchipped, are you keeping an eye on the microchip with the company, making sure there's no scans?
Yes. So she was spayed and microchipped when we adopted her. That was part of the deal. The microchip, I've checked that the details are right and I've registered her as lost. I haven't gone back to them recently, so that's 2 months now. Would you advise me to contact them again?
Yes, we always advise just to make sure if there has been any scans and that also the details are showing up to date.
Yes.
There have been glitches in microchip systems. So yeah, we just always just say recheck. Any calls you make, whether it's to highways, railways, Canal Trust, etc. Always just redo those calls just to refresh, because there are so many dogs going missing all the time. So you need to keep it fresh in their minds. So with Gracie going missing, I mean, obviously I know personally how it's affected you, but for anyone that may have even picked up Gracie, what's the impact that it's had on you, Gaynor, and your family?
It's changed our lives completely. We had we had a plan, you know what I mean? We got Gracie we had a really difficult time and we got Gracie, and they call them rescue dogs, but they rescue you, in all honesty. And she brought the smile back to Mickey's face, and and we planned a future. And then in a blink of an eye, It's just gone. Like,
yeah.
And it's all we do now is look for her, think about her.
Yeah.
And you don't really know how you're going to move on, because you just don't know. I don't know where she is. Like, I feel I've let her down.
You definitely haven't let her down. I mean, I personally know you're doing so much to find, Gracie. You've got a lot of teams involved looking. She could still be missing in area. She could have been picked up by somebody. So when we get involved, if a dog may still be missing in area, it is just really to cover if she has been picked up. But we never ever just, say stop searching in area. She could have been out of area. Remember, she is a rescue from Bosnia. So being a street dog, she's quite well equipped at looking after herself. But
I always thought she would make a very capable stray, which is why for a long time I never entertained the thought that somebody might have her. But then she's very smart, and like if she was short of food or cold, she would go into more peopled areas, and we just haven't had as many sightings as I would have thought. And this is when I started thinking maybe somebody has found her. I mean, she was wearing a red collar when she went missing, but the tag on it was incorrectly engraved, and there was a bit of sellotape with paper on it, which has probably come off. So even if somebody thought she was a pet because of the red collar, the tag, even though it said her name, the phone number was no good. Right. So it might be that they tried the number, thought, well, I can't get through, and just left it at that. But she is chipped to us.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, not everybody knows to contact the dog warden, or take to a vet. So if you know anybody that has acquired a dog like Gracie, please get in touch. We're going to show a presentation shortly. Just, pause it, have a look at the photos, have a think as a friend, neighbour, work colleague, family member acquired a dog like Gracie since September. Maybe you've been offered a dog like Gracie. We really need eyes on the ground everywhere nationwide at the moment. But as I say, please don't take the focus also out of area, because she could still be within area, straying. We just don't know. It's not an area that she was used to, Gaynor, is it? Because she was being looked after.
No, we live in Bristol, and it had taken about 2.5 years, but she had settled with us and stopped running. So, I mean, she wasn't really let off the lead or anything, but if by accident we dropped the lead, or, she didn't run off with us. But of course, with my friends, although she knew them, they were strangers to her, and the house, she'd only stayed there once before. And as soon as that opportunity to get out happened, she was gone.
Yeah. But they had all the advice, the scenting and everything, didn't they? So we just want to make sure, because I know there'll be questions. Otherwise, everything that could have been done on the ground when Gracie went missing to this day has all the calls that need to be done have been done, and they will keep being refreshed as well.
Yeah, that's really good advice. I haven't, like I said, we did everything. Luckily advised by all these amazing people, because you just go to pieces, but we did it all methodically, and we've got a book that we've kept everything and all our contacts, and but it's really good advice. We'll start ringing through it again. It'll give us something to do, to be honest, because we've started feeling a bit useless.
Oh no, you're definitely not that. And I suppose it's an area, again, a question that will come up is, was there any CCTV around, any Ring doorbell footage that could be checked?
We have not from the run. We had the last confirmed sighting. So there was a Pershore notice board group that on the day that she ran, apparently people were posting about this little dog running past their house, and that's how they pieced together her last move. The people who were who were looking after her obviously chased at first, because they didn't realize that wasn't going to help, but it gave us a direction, and then they followed the direction. Unfortunately, it is in acres and acres of beautiful empty farmland, and at the time it was, the crops were in, and they were just coming to the end of the beginning of harvest. And yeah, she just ran into the fields, and then the last sighting we had, and then we just lost her. And we had cameras and checked all the ring doorbells and the CCTV in that ground zero area, but we've never managed to. And she is very food orientated, and we put food down for them at cameras, and I'm pretty sure if she was anywhere near there, she would have come in for it.
Yeah, and there's lots of
managed to get it
as well, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, and she's very smart and can find food. It's a real problem when she's in Bristol. Every walk we are pulling stuff out of her mouth, because she finds food everywhere. Even when you wouldn't think there was anything, she will find something.
Oh, bless her. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show the presentation now, and while that's playing, if you want to have a think about if there's anything else that you want to speak about, any information you want to give the public, or just anything from the heart that you'd like to say, if anybody does have information. So I'm just going to play the presentation now. We do sometimes get some internet glitches, so bear with me.
Yeah, no problem.
I want to tell you just how precious you are. Just how precious you are to me.
Sorry.
You truly are so beautiful.
You can turn your camera off if you need
to me. I
don't know how.
Just how special you are. Just how special you are to me. You are so wonderful. And I thank you for the way that you are. And how important you make me feel. This is love. This is love.
No, it's very hard to watch, Gaynor. So we will put sorry about the glitches with the music and the video there. As I say, we will put it into the comments after. I will also be putting it on Twitter and YouTube. So if everybody could also share those links around, just to help raise awareness. I won't keep you too long, Gaynor, because I know this is very, very upsetting for you. Is there anything else that you would like to speak to the public about, to get over on this live?
I just want to say, first of all, that the community has been amazing and really supportive and really helpful. And if you could just keep on keeping on for us. And if somebody has got her, there won't be any recriminations. We just want her home. We just want to know that she's okay and that she's safe. And really, we want her home.
Yeah. Maybe you have picked up Gracie. Maybe you know who has Gracie. If she has been picked up, of course, you're going to worry about being in trouble. That's not what the family, are doing this live for. Just let Gracie go home. No questions will be asked. Just let Gracie go home. You can contact Muddypawscrime anonymously. You can contact myself directly. You can contact any of the group admin of Gracie's group. The group link is in the comments. We just need, information to come in. Someone must know or have seen Gracie. Yes, there's been sightings, but unfortunately none, confirmed of late. September, what we're now, October, November, we're 2 months, down the line now. We need information. So again, as I say, I know it's very difficult for you to do this live, but it's always very powerful when, an owner does this. I know I've just said, if there's anything else you want to add, but you mentioned about a drone search to me before the live in January.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have found her by then. But we're hoping, because she's so good at hiding and the foliage has been so thick because of all the rain we'd had, that in January, when all the leaves are off down, and there may be more chance of seeing her. And so John Watton, who has been fabulous, who is our drone guy, but we thought we might be able to get a few more drones in the air and see if we can cover the area. And they were planning January the 18th and 19th. Obviously, it's very weather dependent.
Yeah.
And you can get in touch with us either on the live page, or you can ring me or myself, Mickey or myself.
Okay. So if anyone does want to offer any help, please get in touch. But thank you, Gaynor, for doing this live. Thank you for everybody that is sharing Gracie's posts. There have been an influx of members joining of late, so thank you very much for that. Please keep sharing. Please keep inviting friends to the group. Only needs to reach one person that has information, so the more shares that you do, reshares, different people on social media, at different times. Just please keep sharing. We're so grateful. And I will also shout out a very, very big thank you to John Watton, who is also in the support chat. He's a great guy, does so many cases, but really, really does, get involved with the owners as well.
And supports really the owners, nice. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, who follows.
Thank you too, Lisa.
All the way through. That's okay. But we'll keep supporting. We'll do anything for you, Gaynor. We'll keep, obviously, we're more the social media side of things. And, if there are any leads, we'll help follow up. If we do need to involve the police also, that will happen. But please, just reiterate, if you do have Gracie, if you know where Gracie is, just please get in touch. No repercussions. Just let her go home. Okay, well, thank you very much, Gaynor. Thank you for everyone watching. Please share the live around. I'll be back on Saturday with the owner of Isla the Cockapoo. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.